I've been doing the walk for 10 years now, and I do it because my dad's side of the family, is affected by Huntington disease. So we shut down George Street and we walked to Crary Park, and then we have kind of like a little festival there with a barbecue and a bouncy castle and games. Huntington disease is a genetic neurodegenerative disease. So it causes your brain cells to die off. It affects a lot of your mobility and your speech. It is described as having schizophrenia, bipolar disorder, ALS, Alzheimer's, and Parkinson's. So if you combine all of those diseases in one, you would get a different form of Huntington disease each time. So that being said, obviously it affects each person differently, so it's very hard to treat. Like I said, it is genetic, so each child to a parent with HD has a 50% chance of inheriting the disorder. What comes to mind with a 50-50 chance is generally I'm going to have it or my sibling's going to have it. You kind of think of, well, it's one or the other, not both of us or neither of us. A lot of what people will tell you who are affected by this disease is that you shouldn't think about it as that way, because as an individual you each have a 50-50 chance of inheriting it, as opposed to either one of you. And then say if your sibling gets tested negative, then it has a large impact on you if there's, say, two of you, because then it's like, well, if it's not her, then it's me, and vice versa. It was, or is, extremely difficult for me to watch my dad go through it. It took me most of my life to be able to decipher between who he is as a person and what the disease makes him as a person. Some days are better than others for him, so you can see like he always had a very good sense of humor, and so some days on his good days he'll be cracking jokes, and then other days, on his bad days, he'll be kind of comatose on the couch or in the nursing home. So it's been kind of a wild ride with him. He was diagnosed officially when I was 7, so that was 11 years ago. And I remember even 5 years ago, he was still driving and living at home because he would bring my stuff up that I forgot at home to school for me. And then fairly soon after that, like 2 years later, he was in a nursing home, and he had been bouncing around from hospital to hospital and finally settled down, and now he's pretty... It's kind of weird to see him. He's not always with it. He's always in a wheelchair now, full time, and obviously he needs a ton of help, so it's hard to bring him home anymore. So if we visit him, we have to visit him in the nursing home most of the time.